What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Bayern Munich Liverpool post-match analysis show, and I'm over the moon excited and so proud of this Liverpool side. What a night, what a performance. This was one for the ages, one of the most legendary European away games for Liverpool. Sadio Mané, my man of the match, he scored two magnificent goals. And in the first half it was a pretty even game, but the second half, in my opinion, Liverpool dominated Bayern Munich for large periods of the second half. And when Bayern had to score in the second half to go through, they didn't have any shots on target. That says a lot. Let me know, how far do you think Liverpool can go in the Champions League? And now all four English teams are in the Champions League quarterfinals, and there is no, favoritism in the draw. So probably English teams will be drawn against each other. I would love to get Porto or Ajax for Liverpool, but I have a feeling that we will get somebody like Barcelona or Manchester City, because that's what Liverpool's luck is usually like. So yeah, let me know, what did you think of the game? What did you think of the performance? Van Dijk was also immense, and Bayern looked frightened and really afraid of Liverpool since the first minute of the first leg. Bayern Munich really was afraid to attack Liverpool because they knew that we have devastating players on the counter-attack. And also that Salah assist before the last goal, the second Mané goal, was an thing of beauty, absolutely beautiful. And Liverpool were actually pretty unlucky to concede a goal, and in my opinion Liverpool thoroughly deserved to go through, because we were better than Bayern Munich in pretty much every single part of this game. But the game started off in a very strange, very cautious way. No team was confident to attack the other one, and Bayern actually had the chance in the 8th or 9th minute where Firmino misplaces a pass and Thiago almost scores that. And if that goes in and it's 1-0 Bayern, it's a completely different game, obviously. I think the fact that Liverpool scored the opening goal was crucial to going through, in my opinion, because Bayern had to come out and they knew that they have to score 2 or 3 goals. But it's very impressive that Liverpool actually made it 2-1 before Bayern even had a shot in the second half. So it was 1-1 at halftime. Very unlucky the way Liverpool conceded, because Gnabry was just the wrong side of Robertson, who couldn't foul him, and then Matip put through his own net. He scored an own goal, but Lewandowski would have scored anyway. The only downside for Liverpool, and it's very annoying, that Andrew Robertson picked up a needless, unnecessary yellow card in the 91st minute, which was totally unnecessary, as I said, and needless, because Liverpool were 3-1 up at that point. And because of that yellow card, Robertson will miss the first leg of the quarterfinals. And that could prove costly, but it all depends on who do we get. And remember that Van Dijk was suspended for the first leg of the last 16 tie, and we coped against Bayern. We actually got a clean sheet at Anfield. But the way Van Dijk made that header into the back of the net, that was a glorious header. And it looks like Liverpool once again are threatening from corners, which is very good. And Mané and Salah were always a threat on the counter-attack. It's a shame that Salah couldn't get on the score sheet. He had a good chance which Neuer saved. But other than that, I think the only thing that is missing from Salah's game at the moment is the goals. Otherwise, he is playing brilliantly still. And he got, as I said, a magnificent assist to Mané. Also, Barcelona wiped the floor with Lyon 5-1. So Barcelona are also through to the quarterfinals. And this could be anyone's competition. But the good news for Liverpool is that some big teams like Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, they are already out of the Champions League. And I think the only teams that Liverpool have to be wary of are Manchester City, Juventus, Barcelona, and maybe Man United as well. But other than that, I mean, if we get Ajax, Tottenham, or Porto, I would be confident of Liverpool going through. Against the other sides, it's pretty 50-50. But this Liverpool team is already one of the best teams in Europe, getting to the Champions League final last season and being in the title race in the Premier League. That's no fluke. And this Liverpool team, I think, is ready to be a serial winner. Multiple Premier League and potentially Champions League titles could be on the way for this Liverpool team, because this Liverpool team is really, really special. And with a couple of more signings, we could be even stronger next season. So I'm very optimistic throughout the rest of the season. And even if we don't win the Champions League or don't win the Premier League this year, we shouldn't panic, because this Liverpool team is just so close to greatness, to be one of the best teams in world football. And I think everybody who supports Liverpool, or even watches and likes watching good football, they should be enjoying the ride, enjoying how this Liverpool team plays, because honestly, they play football the right way, and I just love watching Liverpool play. And I think this is the best Liverpool team of the last 30 years. They are outstanding, and I think what we may need is potentially another creative attacking midfielder, somebody like Coutinho, Isco, Nabil Fekir, somebody of that ilk. And that way Liverpool could maybe score more goals even from midfield. And many people actually were very disappointed that Fabinho didn't start. But in the end it worked out, because Henderson got a knock on his ankle and he had to come off after like 30 minutes. I really hope Henderson is not injured. But Fabinho was also outstanding in this one. Really impressed by Fabinho. He came on and bossed the midfield and just played brilliant football. And I'm just so happy that this Liverpool team showed up again, because remember that we lost 5 away Champions League games in a row. The most in Liverpool's history actually. We lost the semi-final to Roma, and then we lost the Champions League final, and then we lost all 3 group games against Napoli, Dinamo Zagreb and Paris Saint-Germain. And Liverpool, all they needed to do is just avoid defeat and score a goal away at Munich. And not just to play for a draw, but for Liverpool to go on and beat Bayern Munich 3-1. That shows how special this team is, because at 1-1, Liverpool could have sat back and just tried to play for a draw and go through on away goals. But that's not what Liverpool did. Liverpool played constantly on the front foot, and I was so impressed by that. Jurgen Klopp is doing wonders with this Liverpool team, and honestly, with Alisson, with Van Dijk, with Fabinho, with Mané and Salah, we have the spine, the making of a very special team. And remember that many of these Liverpool players are still so young. They can still improve and get better, and that's a frightening prospect. And most of our key players are on 4 or 5 year contracts. So what Liverpool need to do is try to win every game between now and the end of the season. Let's see where that takes us. And then in the summer, using the Champions League money, using the Premier League money that we get for this season, either we win the title or not, either we win the Champions League or not. But in the grand scheme of things, and I'm talking about the next 5 years, that doesn't really matter. What matters is that Liverpool keep reinvesting the money into the team and be relentless and try and improve even more and more. And just look how much of a difference buying players like Van Dijk, Alisson, Fabinho, those world-class players cost a lot of money, but they are worth it, because that's how you build a great team who can win Premier League titles, who can win Champions Leagues. You need those kind of game changers like Salah, Mané, Fabinho, Alisson, Van Dijk. These players are costing an absolute fortune for Liverpool, but they are the difference between winning titles and being also Rans. So that's my ultimate message for Liverpool. No matter what happens between now and the end of the season, just strengthen in the summer, and let's aim for being in this position every single season in the next 5 years, because too many times Liverpool had false dawns where we were on the cusp of greatness, but we just couldn't make the next step. We messed up some transfers. Sometimes, we sold key players like Suarez, like Coutinho. But actually, the Coutinho transfer transformed this Liverpool team. I have to say that I was really sad when Coutinho was sold, because at the time he was probably our best player. But we signed so many good players with that money. We signed Van Dijk, we signed Alisson, we signed Fabinho, and those players makes a massive difference to this Liverpool side. So I can't be happier. What a performance. So proud of this team and this squad, and the Liverpool fans were magnificent again away in the Munich stadium. They were singing Ale 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 on the Van Dijk song and everything. They put on a great show. So yeah, let me know, what did you think of the performance, the game, and how far will Liverpool go in the Champions League? I think we can win it actually, because this year there is no Real Madrid. So there will be a new winner in the Champions League, and that's refreshing. And I love to see some new teams in the latter stages of the Champions League, like Porto, Ajax, like Tottenham, Man United. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the competition and to the rest of the season. Every game is a joy to watch for this Liverpool team. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.